Hi there, Laurie Conrad here from laurieconrad.com, and I'm excited to share this training with you for how to use a sales funnel to market your business online. So I'm gonna approach this as if you know nothing about sales funnels, because that's why I put this together. When I first started marketing online, I was a network marketer. And I knew absolutely nothing about marketing online, and it's completely different than traditional network marketing. Your mindset changes, and your whole kind of view of how you do your marketing changes. And so I'm going to approach it that way, because there's a lot of jargon here that people don't know, they're not familiar with, and so I'm going to explain all of that also. So if that sounds cool, raise your hand. And if you are someone with a little bit more experience, this will be a great review for you, and hopefully you'll learn something new also. So here we go. We're going to start right at the top. So this flow chart came to be because when I first started learning how to online market, we would have weekly or monthly conference calls on the phone, and there wouldn't be any screen sharing or anything like that. And my mentors were teaching a whole group of us how to market online and how to build a sales funnel and the components that you needed and stuff like that. And I just could not get it. Like, I'm a visual learner. I needed to do a flow chart. So I put this flow chart together. And not everybody is going to follow the exact same chronological order as this, but it's going to get pretty close, and I'm sure you'll be able to resonate with this. So we'll just start at the top. Number one, the first thing that anybody has to do is actually pick a product, because if you don't have nothing to sell, if you've got no product to market, you can't make any money, right? So I'm just going to assume all of you have a product, and if you don't, that's okay, because that will be another training also, because there's so many things to pick from, and that's a whole nother topic of discussion. But what I love to tell people that is really valuable to do is to watch Simon Sinek's TED Talk for how to do your golden circle. The name of the talk is how inspired leaders take action, or oh my God, I'm blanking on it. It's called how leaders inspire others to take action. It's a really, really popular TED Talk. But what it does is it helps you understand what really effective marketing is, and that is marketing from the reason why you're marketing and the reason why you do what you do, rather than what you do or how you do it. Most marketing that you see is talking about what product you have and what it does and how it's better than somebody else's product. But the most effective marketing out there is people who market from their why they are marketing this product. And he uses Apple as an example, and even Martin Luther King. And when you watch the TED Talk, it's like 18 minutes and it's gold. Like, I watch it at least 2 or 3 times a year, just to keep it in my brain and to stay on task and market that way. So it's really important for all entrepreneurs to define what their why is, and that's what your golden circle is all about, and you'll understand it when you watch the training. And he has a great book out also called Start With Why, which I recommend very highly. So that's kind of step one in entrepreneurship. So the second thing that you have to do, and one of the most important things that you can do, is after you pick your product, which you probably picked hopefully because you love your product. If you don't love your product, it's going to be extremely hard to market it. It's hard to come from no integrity. It makes it so much easier when your heart and your brain is loving your product and being able to tell other people about it. So the first thing you have to do is define your avatar. And Avatar is a term that's used in online marketing circles. In traditional business, we would always call it your target market, define your target market. But the difference here is that, like when I was in college, we were taught define your target market, and thinking of your target market as this big group of people that are similar, right? In online marketing, we like to define your avatar as one individual, your absolutely perfect customer, your perfect itchy buyer, and you get very, very specific. And what happens is the more specific you get, the easier it's going to be to do all of your marketing, which is direct response marketing, as opposed to mass media marketing, which is what Coke and Pepsi and Nike and all those people do. They do TV ads, TV commercials, celebrity endorsements, billboards, Times Square movies, all that kind of stuff. That's mass media marketing. What we do is direct response marketing. Small business entrepreneurs can't afford mass media. We can't afford to buy TV commercials and stuff like that. So what we do is called direct response. And what that is marketing that you do that is targeted to exactly the type of person who's going to buy your stuff, not just everybody. Everybody sees the billboards. Everybody sees the TV commercials, right? Direct response is way more targeted. And you want to get a specific response from whoever you're marketing to. You either want them to opt in and give your email to you to get on your email list. You want them to watch a video. You want them to buy your product. It's measurable, okay? And that's direct response marketing in like the mega Reader's Digest version. But defining your avatar is so important because once you know who your perfect buyer is, you don't care about anybody else. You don't want to market to anybody else. If you are marketing a weight loss product and you want to focus on women, you want to focus on what age of women? Women who've just had babies, maybe? Women who are over 40? You want to narrow as much as you possibly can down to the point of you want to get a picture of what your avatar looks like. What does she look like? Is she brunette? Is she blonde? Does she have kids? Is she married? Is she single? How old is she? Does she work outside the home? Is she a stay-at-home mom? You want to get so specific. I can't tell you how important this is. And most people won't do it because they're afraid. They're afraid they're going to leave people out that could buy their stuff. And what happens is the opposite is true. The more focused you are on your avatar and the more clearly you define that avatar, the easier it's going to be to find the right people that are actually going to buy what you have. So that's my little talk on avatars, which is also a separate training in and of itself. The next thing that you're going to do once you define your avatar is figure out something that they would want for free, that they would exchange their email address for, okay? A lead magnet, you got to come up with a lead magnet. A lead magnet is an irresistible free offer that gives a solution to a problem for them. It doesn't have to be a major solution like, a 6-hour training or anything. You don't want that. You want something that they will opt in for and exchange their email address in order to get that lead magnet. So let's go back to the weight loss example because that's a really good, easy one. Say you're targeting women who have just had a baby, and so you come up with a one-page PDF or a 12-minute video or a 13-minute video or a 7-minute video talking about the fastest way to get the baby weight off. 7 tips for the fastest way to get the baby weight off that you can incorporate in your busy schedule or something like that. And it should be consumable like within 5 minutes. Like as soon as they opt in and get your lead magnet and get your free offer, they should be able to consume it quickly and have a positive experience about you. So you have to come up with that lead magnet. And it shouldn't take days to come up with it. It should be something that's very useful, that's going to get them to opt in, and it solves a problem for them. So once you have that lead magnet, you create a capture page. And a capture page is a one-page, very, very simple website. It's just a one-page thing. And the purpose of the capture page is to capture their email address right here and get them to click that button so that they will go onto your email list right here, go onto your autoresponder, and become a lead, right? Now they've become a lead for you, for your business. And building your email list is the whole purpose of how you market your business online. And the reason is this, because no matter what product you picked up here, that product could change, but you will always have these people on your list that you can communicate with and that you can sell to, right? So the money is in your list. If you've never heard that before, it's really, really important. The money's in your list. Once you've got thousands of people on this list here, say you change companies or you change products or you add a product, you can start approaching the people that are already on your list with what you're selling. And you can sell more than one product to them, right? You can sell your product, but you can also sell trainings to them. You can sell ways to get traffic and leads. You can do all kinds of stuff. But you've got to create this capture page that offers the lead magnet, and there's lots of different ways to do capture pages. You can do very simple ones. A lot of times they will have a video on them because that helps people know, like, and trust you. But it depends what product you're selling if you're going to put a video on there. You can also do what's called split testing, which is have one capture page with a video and have one capture page without, and see if your audience responds better to the one with the video or the one without. I use ClickFunnels, and this is why I just redid this PDF, because I used to use MITS Pages, and I loved recommending MITS Pages because there was a free version of it, which is really great for new people. But they're phasing out MITS Pages now. They're not going to be taking on new customers. And so I switched to ClickFunnels, and I know Russell Brunson is not going anywhere. ClickFunnels is going to be around for a really long time. It's an amazing, amazing capture page system, because what it does is you don't just create capture pages, you create funnels, which is this whole picture that you're seeing right here. And it makes it very, very easy. It gives you the capture page, but it also gives you the thank you page down here. And it gives you this connection between the two automatically, whereas other capture page systems don't do that. You'll create the capture page, then you'll create the thank you page, then you have to manually link them together so that the people who go to the capture page end up going to that thank you page and going to the right one. And you always have to keep track of it all. So ClickFunnels is awesome. I can't recommend it highly enough. And you can create membership sites in ClickFunnels, which is really cool. Like if you want to create a membership site for your team, or you want to create a membership site because you're going to sell trainings, you can do all of that in ClickFunnels. So that's why I recommend that. When I say capture page, another term for capture page is landing page or squeeze page. Different marketers call it different things, and you'll hear that in the industry. That's called a squeeze page because you squeeze their email address out of them. You call it a landing page because that's where they land, and capture page because you capture the email. So you're going to create a capture page and you're going to offer them the lead magnet. There's a whole, important way of connecting all these kind of pieces together. And then after they opt in and give you their email address, you send them to a thank you page. And so you're going to thank them for opting in, remind them to go check their email address because your lead magnet, you sent them to their email. Some people will give them the lead magnet right on the thank you page. You can do that too. It's up to you. And some people don't like to do that. They want to make them go to their email to get the lead magnet, so it forces them to open the email. There's different philosophies on that. But another thing that you can do to help fund your marketing is to offer a tripwire here and on the thank you page. And what a tripwire is it's a very low cost offer, like $7 to $49, that's related to whatever lead magnet you gave them and the whole reason why they opted in. And it's so full of value that they almost can't not buy it. Like, offer a 1-hour training on something really important that they need to know how to do for $7. And what this does is it creates a buyer for you, which is huge, because if you create a buyer, even a $7 buyer, you have someone that is exposed way more to you and creates much more know, like, and trust. And they've already bought from you. So they're going to pay attention to you and they're going to consume that. They're going to have an amazing opinion of you because they got more value than they can possibly imagine for only $7. I like $7 tripwires. But other people will do higher priced tripwires. And it's a great way to bring a buyer through your funnel. And when I use the word funnel in that case, it means through all of the things you have to offer. A lot of marketers don't just have one product. They'll have a series of products at different prices. And a $7 tripwire buyer means you can market to those people differently because they're now on your buyer list. They aren't just on this massive one email list of leads that you have. These $7 people are buyers now. And so they have a better relationship with you and they're going to trust you more. You just have to make sure that that tripwire product is really outstanding for $7. And so that's the thank you page, important stuff you need to know. Okay, so then they have entered their email, they've clicked get access now, they're now on your email list. I use Aweber, and this is what's called an autoresponder. There's a lot of different autoresponders out there. There's MailChimp, GetResponse, Aweber, those are three of the biggies, but there's other ones too. And what your autoresponder does is you can create your sequence of emails that you want them to receive, immediately, 1 day after they've opted in, 2 days after they've opted in, and you can decide what that sequence is. It can go on forever and ever. And you set up those emails so they go out automatically, and that's why they call it an autoresponder. So I use Aweber. You can check out Aweber here. This has a free 30-day trial, and also ClickFunnels has a 14-day free trial. You can try those if you want. But your list is going to have the person's name and email, all the people, all your leads that have opted in. So what you're going to do after that is you'll have an email sequence, but you can also send them ad hoc emails too, broadcasts. So if you're going to do a webinar, you send out a broadcast, whenever. You can do it last minute. You can do it 2 days ahead. I wouldn't do it too far ahead. People don't plan well and they forget about it, but you can always send reminder emails to get them to come to your webinars, get them to come to your company presentations, whatever it is. And you set all that up in your autoresponder. And then you constantly keep in touch and create top of mind awareness. But the biggest thing to remember is to always provide value to the people on your list, because the more you provide value, the more they get to know you, the more they trust you, the more likely they are to buy from you and believe in whatever it is you're selling. So that's kind of the golden rule over here. And most people, build their lists and then they just sell, sell, sell. And sometimes the list is created from, for a certain reason. Like I've built lists marketing to people that actually it markets specifically an opportunity. Like if you want to know about this opportunity, get on my list and I'm going to show you this opportunity. And so I do show them that opportunity on a regular basis. But it's important to provide value, any kind of value that those particular people would want, that would help them, because then they're going to keep opening your emails, they're going to keep listening to you and seeing what you've got to offer them. So that's step 8. Now I'm going to jump over here to step 7. I kind of saved it for last because this is like the lifeblood of anybody's business, and that is having leads, right? Traffic and leads to come either to your website, to your capture page, to your webinars, to come see your presentation. And for people who don't do any online marketing, they do traditional methods of marketing. They do belly to belly like network marketers do. They invite people to go to a hotel meeting. They invite people to go to a home meeting. Traditional business entrepreneurs do advertising like in the local newspaper. They'll take ads, print ads out. They'll do flyers. They do, God knows what. But what we're talking about here is online marketing. So here's the choices that you have. You can do paid traffic, which is called pay-per-click, right? PPC is called pay per click. So you're only paying when someone clicks, and that would be, for example, Facebook ads. You've seen ads in the right-hand column. They're sponsored posts. That's a paid ad in Facebook. And when someone clicks on it, the person who has the ad gets charged, and you end up going to whatever page you're sending them to. It's either a capture page, their website, who knows what. It can be different things. And pay-per-click is the fastest way to grow your business online. And it doesn't have to cost a ton of money, but you can have your business working for you 24/7, 365 days a year when you have pay-per-click ads running for you. And you can do them on Facebook. You can do them on Bing and Yahoo, which are, together now. You can do Google AdWords. I don't know a lot of people who use Google AdWords anymore. They're expensive. They're extremely restrictive on what you can advertise, and they're more costly than Bing and Yahoo. You can do them certainly if you want. You can do banner ads. You can do ads on Twitter. You can do ads on LinkedIn. There's so many places, but what I recommend is just pick one and learn how to do it well. Don't worry about the other ones. You don't need to be on 10 different platforms. If you learn one platform well and you've got that going and you're getting leads and you're making sales, then start learning a second one. Don't worry about learning all of them. It doesn't matter. There's always also free ways to advertise, YouTube videos, and you can also do YouTube ads too. Always social media, right? Facebook posts, Instagram, Pinterest, doing webinars, blogging, organic search SEO. You can spend your life learning SEO, and blogging is a more long-term marketing method. It can be extremely effective, but it takes time. It takes time to build up enough content on a blog to come up in Google searches and stuff like that. Pay-per-click is much faster. but you can do whatever you wish. You can do Craigslist. You can advertise on Craigslist. You can do some free stuff on Craigslist. You can do some paid stuff on Craigslist. You can do podcasting, hugely, hugely effective, and it's really wide open. You can do so much cool stuff with podcasting. You can write articles, and then there's like third-party platforms like StumbleUpon and things like that. And then don't discount offline marketing too. I think it's worth mentioning because a lot of people like to do offline marketing, direct mail. You could do some print ads locally. It depends what your product is. You can do flyers, all that, all that stuff, press releases, trade shows. It depends what you want to do and how you want to spend your time and how you want to spend your money. So if I'm getting close to the end, so if you have any questions, shoot them in the question box and I will answer them right now. Otherwise, I'm going to let you go. I hope this has made sense. It's really kind of an overview. It's a 30-minute overview of what a sales funnel is for an online marketer and if you're going to market your business online. And there's actually different ways to do funnels too, but this is kind of the basic one that you should learn how to do. Because you should learn how to do lead magnets. You got to learn how to do capture pages. You have to have an autoresponder. If you have nothing else on this page, you have to have an autoresponder. Because here's the truth. If you aren't going to market online with pay-per-click or any other, lead method like that, you can still talk to people as a network marketer with an autoresponder, and when you're networking with people, you can ask them, what's your biggest challenge in your business, and they'll say, oh, it's getting leads and traffic, or whatever it is. And you can say, you know what, I just wrote a post on that and sent it, or a blog post, and I sent it out to my email list. Would you like me to add you to my email list? I send out free marketing tips, weekly or something like that. Is it okay if I put you on my email list? And they say, yeah, sure. So you take their business card and you put them on your list, right? A lot of network marketers will use CRM, a customer relationship system, to keep track of when they should follow up with leads and stuff, but that's all like phone call based. You want to put people on an email list so that you can send them value and they can not forget who you are, and that you can always like give value in the email, and then in the PS say, we're having a special on the product that I sell, and I'm offering it to you this week, and it's good for the next 7 days, blah blah blah. That's not a hard sell when you put it in the PS. It's not annoying. You don't have to do it in every single email, but it reminds them what your product is, and it reminds them that they can purchase it right from your email, and it gives you a way to always have yourself being out there. But so like I said before, if you don't do anything else on this, definitely define your avatar, and I'll have another separate training on that. But you've got to have an autoresponder so you can build that list. The money is in your list because those are people. Every single email address is a person with feelings, with desires, with, they're people that want to succeed. They're people that want to make their business grow. And you can help them do that and do it from your email list. So I don't see any questions in the box. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to cut this short. We've done 35 minutes. I hope it's been helpful. And I will see you on the next cheat sheet and the next training. And if you want this one, if you're finding me on YouTube and you want this cheat sheet and you want the training, well, you're seeing the training, but if you want the cheat sheet, you can go to onlinemarketercheatsheets.com and opt in there, and I will send you this PDF, and you'll have it. You can print it out and, put it on your wall. So you're like, okay, I know what to do next. I'm going to define my avatar. I got to create a lead magnet. and you'll get my other trainings too. So thanks for being here. I really had fun doing this, and I will talk to you soon.